Our story started in Chicago, dangerous city, but beautiful in its way. We grew up in the hopes of a life full of joy and happiness, but it seems like some evil force followed us and attacked us at every chance it got, filling our childhoods with drama, stealing any innocence it could until we were broken, full of darkness, lost in a world full of people with such cruel intentions towards us, with a smile on their face. Even though we felt like there was no end, no light at the end of the tunnel, we still knew that there was joy and happiness out there somewhere for us.
I was stolen away, taken across the world, isolated and alone, trying to find myself in others, helping and caring for others that didn't even see me as an equal.
I stayed in Chicago, looking for the person I saw in the mirror each day, surrounded by people that stolen anything they can from me. I was a ghost to everybody until someone needed something from me. Treated like an option and not a blessing, we still kept our light bright and fought to reach for what we thought was the answer, but still attacked, brought lower, and brought closer to death. But even with all the fake surrounding us, we knew there was a real one out there waiting for us. And then it happened. A flame was ignited. Flooded with darkness, we found a light, an angel, an equal, our twin. We instantly connected, and with love and loyalty, we built each other up. We helped each other find ourselves. We helped each other find the power within us. We learned new lifestyles together. We helped each other drop the things and people holding us back from greatness. We started a new path in life. Even though it could be beautiful, there are still attacks and mistakes. But together we stand strong. We overcome all, breaking generational curses, clearing the way for our children, and continue to build our family and kingdom, fighting towards our happy ending. We lost a lot to gain double, but through pain we are strengthened.
While in the drought, one of my sales about I'm standing out. When it's beef, I'm never standing out. Next door to Jamalo, while in St. John apartments. Couldn't afford the rent, we moved with grandma more like an orphanage. The neighborhood ain't like I said, we came from New Orleans. Had some fights, I slung some iron in Baton Rouge, you recall it. Lee Lucas doing life, he left when I was 11. Had a job I did not like and started narcotic selling. I do for me, I feed myself, a cool not willing to help me. We either die, go to jail, so what the fuck could you tell me? Loaded Mac 11 when this pressure get applied. Got a brand new Glock 9 and I keep it by my side. Took the side of that little boy down out of hatred, no question. Draw your sword, get met with brute force, no second guess. Up, y'all. Watch your mouth, no dissing me. You know we all saw it. You say I'm fake, that's your opinion, that's just y'all story. Just face the fact I was y'all blessing, but y'all ignored it. Your quest for fame had you distorted, not accepting sorry. I'm really that the streets vouch, the people vouch, the jailer vouch, all the niggas in the feds about. We held it down while in the drought, one of my sales about. I'm standing out, when it's beef, I'm never standing down. On the time it rate for everything he did for me, I was loyal. Got betrayed, it came a great disappointment. I thought we was under that law, but your nephew's an informant. Put the folks in my business, gotta set court appointments, gotta suit up with lawyers. Damn, this how we rockin'. They copyrighted my name and wanted $1 million. The label laughed in my face, I had to pay out my pocket. Young Money closed the door and ain't no nobody won't sign me. Travis Newman looked out, we in the park and we grinding. If you want them wholesale, just pull up and we got it. Shout out to Miss Connie, my heart on Carolina. I put diamonds in the T.O.B. and all in the bottle. I ain't never change up, let's get that understood. I'm in that 70805, ain't no show love in my hood. I ain't never change up, let's get that understood. I'm in that 70805, ain't no show love in my hood. Watch your mouth, no dissing me. You know we all saw it. You say I'm fake, that's your opinion, that's just y'all story. Just face the fact I was y'all blessing, but y'all ignored it. Your quest for fame had you distorted, not accepting sorry. I'm really at the streets about
We are the Harris family.
Hi. Okay, this is a channeled message from the spirit realm from a really close friend of mine's from high school who left this earth sometime after high school. So I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that it was 2010. But again, I don't want to misquote, but it was 2010. Actually, I'm sure of it. It was definitely 2010. Okay, so this friend's name is nickname. We called him Bear. This was like one day this funny thing happened. We call him Bear. So he wanted me to know exactly what happened with his death. So he channeled my husband and I. What we had heard Earthside was that he had gotten hit by a car, and the person that hit him did not get into any trouble. And you know, by us being out of high school and living in 2 different states and everything, it's like, you know, our lives kind of had, you know, their own different paths at that time. We had spoken to each other briefly, but not so much. You know, we lived in different states and everything. You know, kind of after high school, we kind of go our ways. So what he wanted us to know, and he brought back many important messages to Earthside for those who truly need them. So most importantly, what he wanted us to know was that his death was actually a suicide, that he took his own life, and that's something that I did not know before he came. Now, what he's saying about that is he wants to give a message to those who are currently depressed, who are currently contemplating suicide, who are currently in a dark place, and for those who think that it would be better for them to take their own life. Okay? So even before he gives his message, he wants to say that he understands that people could be going through very extreme things that will make you think that the pain will be less with suicide. Because with him, just to give a briefing, was that someone that he, you know, truly loved and trusted, he didn't know at the time, but he knows now. They actually put something in his drink, and from the results of him getting something in his drink, he was raped, sexually assaulted, and when he came back to his partner and let them know what had happened to him, they turned their back on him and basically broke up with him, broke his heart, first heartbreak, which destroyed him because he was already suffering through the pain of the sexual assault and then being rejected and betrayed by the person that he believed that he loved and could trust more than anybody. So he just wanted to give that to say he understands that there can be some really rough things going on, but what he wants to say for those that are contemplating suicide is, he says, find someone to talk to. He says, never take your life, despite how depressed you are or feeling like, you know, that it'll be a better option. He says, don't trust everybody and follow your spirit. He says, learn the person before you trust them. And the reason why he's saying this is because now that he's in the spiritual realm, he found out that his partner that he truly loved, that's the one who put something in his drink. Then the sexual assault happened to him by somebody else. Then when he went back to his partner and let them know what had happened, they pretended like they had no idea and basically threw him to the curb. So that's the reason why he's saying learn the person before you trust them. He says the grass is not always green on the other side. And what he means by that is in regards to taking your life because you're in so much pain on what you're currently going through on earth, he's saying it's not better to take your life. In no way. And he says in life that you should not disobey your parents. And he's saying this because he grew up pretty sheltered, and naturally all the other kids on the sideline, you have parents that have rules and structures, and you see everyone else partying and having fun, you feel like you're missing out, and there's no fun. But he's saying no, that you should obey your parents. And what he's saying is that it's up to the kids, because ultimately it's free will, and the children have their own decisions to make. But what he's saying is, for the parents that are sheltering their children, again, it's good, you're supposed to protect your children, but what he's saying is make sure you give them the reasons. Like, tell them your testimonies, basically. Don't just be like, no, you can't go to that party, or no, you can't go. Tell your testimony. For an example, like I've expressed before that, I had went out to like this party, this gathering with a person before, and from a result of that, I was raped. So for example, he's saying like that. If your kids say, why can't I go to that party? You tell them that. Or why can't I spend the night at so-and-so's house? Talk about the molestation, that you may have went through, or someone else. Or talk about the rape you may have went through. So what he's saying is, if you're just like, no, 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 and you're not explaining to them the dangers behind it, or giving them real life examples, then that child will be more likely to go try these things. Because that's what happened with him. He had a sheltered life. So once he turned 18, it was like, okay, they always said no to everything, and everybody's making this stuff look fun. So he basically was saying that when he got away from their grips of being 18, he said he went overboard, like with the partying, the drinking, the drugs, just different things like that. Because of all the things he had been told no to, he now went overboard when he had the chance to do so. So that's why he's stressing the importance of explaining your child the dangers out there as best as you can to the best of your ability, and then whatever choice they make from there on, that's up to them. Because like he said, it's up to the child because it's free will. And he also says to watch the company you keep, and he's also saying to pay attention to your dreams, because there's messages in your dreams. So definitely pay attention to your dreams, and anytime your intuition or anything is speaking to you. And basically he's saying to be strong. Don't listen to the enemy when the enemy tells you like, oh, you can't tell nobody that you went through that, they're gonna make fun of you, or you have nobody to talk to, you have nobody to listen to. The way that you fight and the way that you keep your life is you deny that. You say, I do got somebody to talk to. If you don't feel comfortable with talking to your personal friends, your personal family, they have plenty of hotlines out there that you can call anonymously, that you can text anonymously, and I'll be sure to link those below. And like I said, I did not know that this is what happened to my friend. And of course, my friend, he could have called me. We used to do three-way with his other best friend, and he knew that we would be there. But like I said, the enemy probably put a mask over, a blinder over his eyes, telling him that nobody would be there for him, and trying to put embarrassment and shame. So what he wants you to know is talk to someone, anybody, like I said, anonymously, texting the hotlines, talk to a stranger, somebody, anybody, but do not, take your own life, because it's not what you think. Like he said, when you get into the spiritual world, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be harder and tougher work than it was for you over here. And for those spirits that are listening that, did take their life, his advice is anytime you see any open doors, like open portals of light, take advantage of everyone that you see, get information, guidance, and help from anyone. So what he's basically saying is, for those who did commit suicide that can hear me in the spirit realm, do not give up. Keep searching those portals and gaining access, because you will get help, you will get guidance. But the first thing you got to do is stop shaming yourself and feeling guilty about taking your life. Understand that you did go through something painful and something traumatic, and the best thing you can do is make up for it. That's what he did. He wrote his wrongs by ending his life. He said he has so much more life to live, so much more to do. He said he wished he'd never done that. He regret doing that. But instead of him staying in his sorrow, you know, he began to grow. He began to go to school, and he's still currently healing, but he did take the initiative to go and do the work. So I suggest everybody do the work. Do your work earthside, where it's easier to access all the help that you need, so that you don't end up doing that. So bottom line, do not take your life for nothing. I'm telling you, it's not better somewhere else. Stay here and do the work. Just do what you gotta do. And I want to add a dance in to this video, like, because it really hurt me, you know, when I found out what happened to my friend. And that's why he said the lady was not charged that hit him, because he actually said he jumped in front of her vehicle because he committed suicide, which is why she was let off, you know. So for me, it's like, I knew that the whole car hitting incident, which obviously hurt me, but the pain of him feeling alone and lonely, that he didn't have anybody to talk to reach out to, and that he had to suffer in silence, that's what hurt me. And I wanted to express that through dance, and as a memorial, and his bravery for getting himself out of that dark place while he's in the spiritual realm, putting the pieces of himself back together, and being able to even come to myself and those to deliver this very important message earthside. I want to say you're brave. I want to say you're a warrior. And you're the real MVP. So yeah, I hope you guys got the message. Until next time.
Step one, you say we need to talk. He walks, you say sit down, it's just a talk. He smiles politely back at you. You stare politely right on through some sort of window to your right. As he goes left and you stay right between the lines. Fear and blame, you begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere alone in the bitterness, and I put out later you all night, and I know how to save a life. Let him know that you know best, 'cause after all you do know best. Try to slip past his defense without granting innocence. Lay down a list of what is wrong, the things you told him all along. Pray to God he hears you, and pray to God he hears you. And where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere alone in the bitterness, and I put out later you all night, and I know how to save a life. As he begins to raise his voice, you lower yours, grant him one last choice. Drive until you lose the road, a break with the ones you follow.